So Santa breath. It's also called a Buddha belly breath, but in the West, it's been nicknamed Santa breath. Santa breath is a big inhale, and it is a chuckle exhale. So a lot of our breaths that we've done are pushing the air out with our exhale. This one, it looks like this. See how I'm gonna be giggling. And you can go, now if this feels good to you, some people, especially kids, they like to go, Santa breath. When we do any of these, so once you get to the bottom of your exhale, that is your first count. We're gonna do this 10 times. And laughter is more contagious than yawning. So remember that anytime we are activating that laughter, it's a mood enhancer. It increases oxygen, which you will notice is you might get a little lightheaded. So if you do, just calm your ho 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 down for a minute and then come back to it. This one also helps us with energy. So it increases that energy, which is why we get a little bit of mood enhancement with this one. What you might also notice is you might cough a little bit, because anytime you're going, your throat's gonna open up. So we get a little bit of that chakra energy right in the throat and the chest, okay? So this first round, remember, this is all an experiment. It's just observation. What are we doing? This is weird. We did this as children, but it's been a long time. So no judgment. This is the anti-judgment room. We just want to experiment with our breath. We want to experiment with our body. We want to see what happens when we get in a room where we can just do whatever we want to do. And we're going to embody our inner Santa, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, even if you just want to call it your inner child, just giggling at this, okay? If you're thinking, I'm not getting this right, you're thinking too much. All right, so papers down. We're going to inhale. Let it be natural. Fake it till you make it. That's round one.
That's lightheaded.
Yeah, so lightheadedness, what is that happening? We're increasing our oxygen level, so we're also getting rid of a lot of carbon dioxide. We are clearing out the brain tissue, we're clearing out the blood, we're clearing out the organs. Lightheadedness is normal, but if it gets too much, just calm down your ho 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 or your hey 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 and just take your normal breath and come back to us. I notice some of you are like, where do I put my hands? So I like to put my hands back on my body because I like to feel that vibration, because it will activate more as you begin to feel it, right? We're connecting body to body, mind to body, breath to body, right? So connect however it feels good. Some people like their hands together. Some people like their hands here so they can really get that air movement. Whatever feels good for you. Remember, this is playland. 3 rounds of play. Okay, round number 2. I will count for you, just keep laughing. Okay, inhale. You get tickled, just keep going. Sorry. Anybody feel your diaphragm?
Yeah.
It gets going. You don't realize how much.
I'm losing weight.
They have said that laughter helps lose weight and cure fine lines. So anytime we increase the mood, we're also increasing the hormones in the body that shift us from stress to relaxation, right? Joy is a side of relaxation. If you're in joy, you're definitely not stressed out. So if we can laugh a little bit. And if thinking about this is laughing, I've done a laughter yoga class before, and I thought, really? I mean, how much can I keep this up? So if you do it as the breath, just think that ho, ho, ho. Yeah. It does, yes. So it's activating the throat chakra. That's why a lot of people start to cough a little bit, or you start to get a dry mouth. So we are activating throat chakra and heart chakra right now. So we are bringing your connection of yourself and others to your communication with yourself and others. What is laughter? But it's without words, you can look at somebody, they just start laughing, you start laughing, we all start laughing, nobody knows what they're laughing about. Let's focus on the breath. Let's focus on the breath. All right, this time, I want you to close your eyes. Forget that everybody else is in the room, even though you will hear them, you will feel them. Let's see what happens with the energy when we bring this internally, okay? So inhale. Gets me every time. So what do you run into when you feel like you can't do it?
I can't do it.
That's it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Yes. I want everybody to count your breath. See where you are in your inhale. If you keep laughing, it's okay. Sorry. I told you it's contagious. And then when you get your numbers, put your hands back in your lap. Does anybody notice they're in a better mood?
Should that number go up or down?
So it goes all over the place. We just like to see, what does it do? Did yours go up or down? You lost a little bit of breath. Did anybody else notice that? They had,
Mine was the same.
yours is the same. We went up a little bit. How about you? Yours went down. Did yours go up? Okay.
Down.
Okay. So this one is very interesting because remember we said that yang usually increases your inhale. Yin usually increases your exhale. The funny thing about the ho-ho-ho breath, the Santa breath, the belly breath, is it activates so many parts of the system all at once that it's a little bit confusing for what's happening. Now, I'm going to have everybody take a big breath in and then blow it out your mouth. Where did you notice that control coming from? Throat, your chest, your diaphragm?
Yeah.
See how we have activation in all different parts? So the ho-ho-ho breath actually activates, remember the apex breath? We did this section, this section, this section. The ho-ho-ho breath activates all of them. And whichever one needs to help you the most, it comes online. So if you're like, I don't know how to breathe from my diaphragm, the Santa breath is a great one because it makes it happen. and all you're doing is laughing and having a great time. Now, I don't do this in cars because I will get in a tickle fit, and I'm like, and people are like, what are you laughing? I have no idea what I'm laughing about at that point. It goes on and on and on. And then, you know, other bodily functions start happening. So a lot of people start burping afterwards. It will release gas in the body. So if you feel like you have excess gas, you want to do this at home. But the laughing breath, because it's moving all of the lungs and the diaphragm at the same time, you're going to start detoxing quickly. Is anybody sweating? Some people sweat a little bit. I'm sweating a lot. That is a gentle detox. It will clear excess air out of the body, and it gives it somewhere to go. The difference is, when you breathe through your nose, some people have more control, and it heats up the breath, right? Because it's these two little nostrils. Now, we'll get into that in the next breath, which is a great question to lead into it. But if you breathe through your mouth, some people have more control over the mouth because they can change the shape of the mouth quite a bit. Lots of breath in, little breath out, but it cools the breath. Remember last week we did the cooling breath where we went through the teeth and tongue and the lips. That's when we want to cool the body. So a lot of times people will say the nose because it heats up the breath. You might hear that in yoga especially, because we're trying to heat up the body into the movement and center the breath through this tiny little pathway. If you breathe through your mouth, what you might notice is you get cooler and you may start to get a little dehydrated in the beginning. So that's why a lot of times in yoga classes you'll hear breathe through your nose. In these classes, I like for people to really feel what the difference is and how can they use those different things in their body. Because anybody remember the dog thing where when they get really hot, they open their mouth. They're trying to cool down and they're trying to detox. So when you open your mouth, there goes all the carbon dioxide. You can just get rid of it. So they're tools. If you're feeling hot, breathe through the mouth. If you're feeling cold, breathe through the nose. If you're feeling very toxic and you need to get rid of some breath really fast, some air, some gas, breathe through the mouth. Exhale it. If you try to exhale from the nose, you have a lot more retention that has to happen, before you can get everything out. So use them. Your body's made of both. So use them as you see fit. Remember, I'm your guide. You are your manager. I find that if you do this in public, people might think you're nuts for the first few seconds, but then all of a sudden they start laughing too. And they don't know why they're laughing, but they feel really good. So have you ever seen the video where I want to say they're in a train, and there's all these people in the train, and everybody's like grumpy and looking at their phones, and this one guy, they pretend that they tell a joke, and they're just like, and then the person there to tell the joke to, they're like, and they keep going, and then more, like, people start smiling, people start laughing. By the time, it's a 5-minute video. Within 5 minutes, everybody in the train is giggling, laughing, happy, paying attention to one another. So laughter connects us. It connects us in ways that we forget about. It's like a smile. In some cultures, laughter is a greeting. There are some cultures where they'll greet you with like their tongue out. There's some cultures where they don't want to touch your hands, but they want to touch your soul. So laughter is just a way to connect us with ourselves, with other people. The thing about laughter is, especially in our society, we get conditioned that you need to have a reason to laugh, you need to have a reason to cry, you need to have a reason to smile, you need to have a reason to frown. Make your own reason, Think of something funny. And if you laugh out loud, that's why LOL is such a, they use it in text messaging now. You get to create your own energy. And if you're having a rough day and you can't think of something really funny, I promise you, you tell your body what to do, your mind will follow. You tell your mind what to do, your body will follow. Even if you just smile. Just smile. A smile is very contagious.
I wonder why you're smiling.
I know. And then they think, should I be smiling? You should. I love to smile. I love to watch other people smile. When I look at you and I'm like, you can't help it. You can't help it. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is called alternating nostril breath. This is one that is quintessential to breathing classes because this one centers the two hemispheres of the brain. So your right hemisphere, your left hemisphere, one is for creativity, one is for logic. When we start to merge them, this is the same thing that happens in meditation. So that when we're in the analytical mind, we're trying to calm the analytical mind. We're trying to move the creativity so that they both work together in tandem. So when you come out of meditation, you have the analytical mind telling you this is the things to do according to the creativity that you want to create in the world. That's why in meditation, when we come out of a meditation, we might have ideas all of a sudden. So you might find that after this breath, you notice new things today. You have new ideas about things. If you have a question or you have a puzzle that you're trying to figure out in your life, bring it with you to the breath. Just let it be a part of the breathing. So the alternating nostril, I want to just walk you through it because you're gonna have to think about this one. It is an inhale on one side, exhale on one side. You can use your thumb. Your ring finger is the most popular one because it connects to the heart. But if that's too much, you can use your pointer finger. That connects to your mind. So just think about that. Some people will also use their middle finger. So whichever one you're gonna do, you're just gonna alternate like this. Okay, whichever. Some people, the pinky finger, I've never had anyone use, but you could try that too. Just see how it feels. So you're gonna inhale, exhale. Plug it, inhale, exhale, plug it, inhale, exhale, plug it. Okay, and one whole side is one round. I will count these for you. If you get lost, if you're like, I don't remember where I'm at, just think, inhale, exhale, one side, plug. Inhale, exhale, next side, plug. If you find yourself doing inhale, just restart, okay? This is just, it's a mind puzzle. So we're bringing the creativity and the analytical mind together. And you don't have to know how it works by counting this, but I just want you to feel how it works in you, okay? All right, so choose whichever hand you want. Thumb and whatever finger you want. So we're gonna start by plugging the right nostril. Okay. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug the left. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug the right. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. These inhales and exhales can be as long as you want them. You're just gonna keep switching at the end of your inhale, exhale. And then plug the other. Plug the right, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it, inhale, exhale on the right. And then relax. Just close your eyes for a moment. Notice any things that might be coming up behind your eyes. Just notice if you're seeing any colors, if you're seeing any images, if there's any particular thoughts that are coming to mind. And if you have a question, if you have something you're working on in your life, your body, your mind, big or small, I want you to pose that question to your breath right now. Just the question, just the concern, just posing it to the breath. Good, and then find your fingers again. We're gonna go right back into this breath and get ourselves into the frequency for the answer. So plug the right nostril. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. And then relax your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Now go back to that question or that concern and just open yourself to that breath. Notice if anything comes up, any sensations, any pictures, any memories. Sometimes thoughts will just pop into our heads. And now this time I want you to focus on the answer. The universe knows all the answers. Innately, you know all the answers. And now this time I want you to ask the breath for clarity on the answer. Make it very, very clear. Make it very, very precise to what I can do towards this thing at the end of this breath. So inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both nostrils. Mentally clearing. And then we'll move into round 3 for clarity. Plug your right nostril. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the left. Plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Plug it one more time. Inhale, exhale on the left, really big. Bring in clarity. And then plug it. Inhale, exhale on the right. Letting go of confusion. And then just center your mind in the middle as you breathe with both nostrils. And ask, answer, clarity. And just notice anything that comes up in these next few moments as you breathe in and you breathe out. Colors, images, random thoughts. And then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to let it all go. And know that it is there for you. And it will come to you just in the moment that you can access it. Bring your hands to your body. We're going to count our natural inhale and exhale. When you have your last number, just placing your hands on your lap. Does anybody remember what lavender is? Intuition.
It's what?
Intuition.
Oh.
So it's your third eye chakra. And intuition is the guide to all the answers that we think we don't know, but we really do know, and all the things that we think we don't see, but we really do see. So that's one of the things we look for in a Reiki session, to make sure we get somebody to a lavender or white, because that is their path opening up. They're allowing themselves to see a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
I saw the colors of your pants.
The chakras, baby. Well, colors have
Rainbows or
energy.
something, I don't know.
The chakras. And that's another thing to think about. Even if the count changes, is it easier? Does it feel better? Does it feel relaxed? Does it feel like, oh, I don't even know that I have to count it. It just kind of moves. Some people will even have a count in their head, and that is the breath that they stay in. And sometimes it just relaxes that. Like, you don't have to control that breath in that moment. You got some drainage? The throat chakra is the communication not only for you to someone else, but also between your intuition and your heart power. So sometimes when we lead with our heart, we're also leading with intuition. It's the messages that we're all picking up on. We're having to translate them so fast. And if we can translate them with the heart instead of the mind, we get a bigger picture. So anytime I find someone who's got some congestion here, sometimes there's a blockage between what I'm allowing myself to really feel in my connection with the answer. This is why a lot of times the answer is a different frequency than the question, because I need to open. I need to get a little more space, and the breath is a great way to do it, because you don't have to try anything other than nostril, 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 nostril. Remember, with these breaths, there's no wrong, right? There's no right, because it has to do with your body. Like, it would be like me telling you how to do a bicep curl. I can give you the format, but you have to be able to feel it in that part of the bicep that you want to feel it. You got to pick your weight. You got to pick, your movement. So with these breaths, it's just experimentation. And I will say that the difference between the right side of the body and the left side of the left side of the body is the more feminine nature. So it's the soft, nurturing, interconnecting side. So anytime we get a blockage over here, then we do want to start worrying about our self-care. Like, are we taking care of ourselves enough to be able to give it to the rest of the world? The masculine side is the right side, and that is the side that's more controlling and leadership and helping move things along. So sometimes when we have a clearing on one side versus the other, this is why we do the alternating nostril, because we're getting to different parts of the brain, different parts of the physiology, and different energy systems in the body. So what happens when it clears and when it doesn't clear gives you a really good indication of where you want to spend a little more time to get different impacts. So I would recommend doing the hummingbird breath again, but maybe plug a nostril. Dun, dun, dun. Or the alternating nostril breathing if you want something a little slower. I mean, if you change your version,
Yeah.
there's lots of versions. There's lots of versions.
Because that particular, I remember doing that in the yoga class.
Yeah, so the alternating nostril breathing has lots of versions. There are ones where you go inhale, exhale, where you switch it up quite a bit. I just find that the beginner one is just easier to teach. One whole side, then switch. One whole side, then switch. That one that you learned is a little bit more advanced, but there are lots of levels as you move on in the alternating nostril breathing. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of the breath class.